I recently watched the movie Confessions of a Shopaholic. This was originally a book by Sophie Kinsella, who wrote about this ridiculous woman, and it's probably very true to life, I imagine, for some people. She would buy things to make herself feel better, and she felt bad all the time, so she was always buying crap. I thought it was ridiculous. It's just the opposite. To me, buying things is not a way to feel better. Saving the money is. I just don't get it. I don't get that frame of mind, that outlook. But this movie, I remember the book was cringeworthy also, and the movie was very cringeworthy. The protagonist, Rebecca or Becky Bloomwood is her last name, lived in New York City, was a journalist. She lived way beyond her means. It was just crazy. Throughout the whole thing, I'm sitting there thinking, this is so stupid. This is ridiculous. If she doesn't have the money, why is she spending the money? And she had lots of credit cards. She had them maxed out. She had a debt collector hounding her, calling day and night. It was just farcical. It was ridiculous to me. I don't understand at all. And it really kind of riled me up because it's just the opposite of how I approach money and spending and buying stuff. The main character, Rebecca Bloomwood, was just a caricature to me of somebody who is unhappy in their life and has to spend money to try to fill that void or that hole that they have. I think it's irresponsible. I think it's crazy. And throughout the movie, she just digs herself deeper and deeper until, I don't want to ruin it for you or anything, but, she goes to group therapy, a group counseling session of other shopaholics, and she kind of makes a mess of that. She's just a disaster throughout the movie, I think. And she's an intelligent enough person, but she can't make a good money decision to save her life. She offers to pay, at one point, a hot dog vendor $20 extra for a hot dog. I don't know. It was just so stupid. She was going to use her credit card because, I don't know. The whole thing was ridiculous because she needed some cash, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember because I was sitting there thinking, this is so stupid. If you've seen the movie, you might know what I'm talking about or read the book because they track very closely, I think. This movie basically showed through Rebecca's eyes that to feel better, you have to spend a lot of money. And she had way more clothes and boots and shoes and purses and all the stuff than she could ever wear. I mean, she didn't even remember having things. I don't understand that. I just don't understand. A lot of her things had the tags on them still. It was the buying it, not the having it and using it, that made her feel good. So stupid. I'm getting riled up again. But, I'm sitting here in my thrift store top that I really like. It's got some holes in it, actually, that I need to repair. But I love it. And I will wear this until it falls apart. I don't go shopping for new clothes. I go to thrift stores for new clothes. It's just not important to me. And I don't understand this mentality. I think it's a mental illness. I really do. And you could probably say that I have a mental illness as far as being so stingy sometimes, or being such a saver, not a spender, maybe when I should sometimes. But this is how I see things, and it's very, really hard for me to watch. What the movie does right, or does well, and the book too, is show that she is an impulsive, emotional spender. And I guess a lot of people are like this. Not being one, it's hard for me to relate. I think it's more stressful to have debt and she certainly has debt. So I don't get it. I don't understand her reasoning, but I guess for that 5 minutes when she's swiping one of her many credit cards and has that fancy bag to take stuff home, makes her feel good, and then she regrets it. So it makes no sense to me. And I'm just curious, are you an emotional spender? Do you go shopping to feel better? Does it make you feel better? Do you regret it? Or do you, say, well, I shouldn't have done that, and then take it back and get your money back? That's what I'd do. I wouldn't do it in the first place. What am I talking about? I wouldn't buy the stuff in the first place. No way. I never have done that. I don't regret buying things because I think about it way longer than I probably should. But thrift stores don't allow returns either. So there's that. So I don't return that stuff since I can't. Not that I really regret buying a $2 blouse. If nothing else, I can wear it around the house and get plenty of good use out of it. So I'm curious to find out from you if you shop to feel better, or do you feel better by saving your money and being a responsible spender or consumer? I certainly am in the latter group. I like saving my money, spending it when I need to, but not on frivolous things that I don't need or want. So I really would like to hear from you and leave a comment about what kind of a shopper you are. Are you a shopaholic? Are you a save-aholic like me? Neither one is necessarily wrong. I think shopaholics are wrong, personally, because the way she does it in the movie, it's wrong. She can't control herself, and I think that's one key to a good life, is being able to control ourselves when we really need to. So this movie, as painful as it was to watch, it was entertaining. She had fancy clothes. She had this cute little body to show off her cute little clothes and her shoes and her purses and hats and coats and whatever. But it still wasn't something I'd ever want to watch again. No, thank you. Let me know if you've read the book, Confessions of a Shopaholic, or watched the movie, or if you're interested. Thanks for being here and indulging me on my little rant about this overspender in the movie. And I'll see you next time.